The global housing crisis, understanding the origins of high housing prices. Housing affordability is a growing concern around the world. From the United States to Australia, and from the United Kingdom to Hong Kong, housing prices are skyrocketing and making it increasingly difficult for people to find a place to call home. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But why is housing so expensive everywhere? And what are the origins of the global housing crisis? One of the main reasons for the high cost of housing is the lack of supply. As populations continue to grow, the demand for housing is increasing, but the supply is not keeping pace. This creates an imbalance in the market, which drives up prices. Additionally, government policies, zoning regulations, and red tape often make it difficult for developers to build new housing, further exacerbating the supply shortage. Another major factor is the cost of construction. Building a new home is an expensive process. The cost of materials, labor, and land all contribute to the high cost of housing. In some areas, like urban centers, the cost of land is particularly high, which makes it even more difficult for developers to build affordable housing. Another major cause is the financialization of housing. The global financial crisis of 2008 has led to a shift in the way housing is financed and owned. Banks and other financial institutions are more likely to invest in housing as an asset class rather than as a place to live, which has led to speculation and price inflation. Finally, in some countries, such as China and Hong Kong, the high demand for housing is driven by the influx of foreign investors, which has led to an increase in housing prices. The global housing crisis is a complex issue, with no easy solution. It requires a combination of approaches, including increasing the supply of housing, making it easier to build new homes, and addressing the financialization of housing. It also requires a rethinking of how housing is financed and owned and how to make housing accessible to all. The solution to the global housing crisis is still to be determined, but it is a pressing issue that needs to be addressed to ensure that everyone has a place to call home.